So you have a great product or service, and now you need to get it in front of the people who are going to benefit from it the most. And there are so many different approaches to marketing products and services. And you really have to discover the best method for your audience. And I would say that without a dedicated sales funnel, you're really missing out on who knows how many potential sales. Hello and welcome to Digital Marketing Made Simple. I'm your host, Jennie Lyon, and today I really wanted to dig into explaining the value of building a dedicated sales funnel and how it's really your responsibility to lead your potential clients from interest to purchase. So let's jump right in. So let's start with the obvious. What is a sales funnel? So a sales funnel is that journey that you create to lead potential clients from that initial interest all the way through to a purchase. And a typical sales funnel example would be advertising that raises awareness of your ability to solve an immediate problem that your client's having right now, and leading that potential client by comparing your services or products to your competitors as they decide whose product or service is going to be the best one to solve their problem. And once they choose your business, then they migrate to your point of sale. So whether that's your website, landing page, whatever that is, and they begin the process of committing their purchase. And without a dedicated sales funnel, you really lose out on the ability to capture clients who may need your products or services, but maybe don't know that it's a viable option yet, or maybe they just don't know you well enough yet to feel like they're ready to make that commitment. And sales funnels really can streamline the process of committing to purchase. So the smoother that experience, the more likely that you'll capture a potential client. And if you sell a product or service, then you really want to be thinking about how your new clients will discover you and what that process of purchasing looks like from their perspective. So you really need to be doing everything that you can to clearly explain why you are the best choice to solve their problems and make that process from awareness to purchase as painless as possible. And when your sales funnel is up and running, then you can start to dive deeper. And I have a lot of other content. I'll drop some links in the show notes for you that can really help you to really dive deeper into that overall sales funnel process. But for now, let's go over the steps that your potential customers have to go through at that moment that they hear from you, from the very get-go, from that first time, and right up to that point where they're ready to make a purchase, and what you can do to help guide them. All right, so number one, the first step is awareness. So how are you drawing awareness to your business or your services and products now? So that could be a lot of things, right? That could be social media. That could be targeted ad campaigns, blogs, newsletters, podcasts, reviews, video demos. You know, these are all ways that you can bring your products or services into the consciousness of your potential clients. No one will choose you if they're not even aware that you exist. So you need to make some noise, right? You need to celebrate your skills, celebrate your products, your services, and introducing your business in a really targeted approach to that ideal audience is really the first step in leading those potential clients through that dedicated funnel and ultimately becoming a paying customer. And so what problem does your product or your service solve? How do you make the life of your potential clients better or easier? What is it that you offer better than anyone else? You know, you have to communicate that value to your audience. You want to prove how their lives will be better, more accessible, happier, more productive, more profitable, more successful. You get the idea, because they turn to you to solve that particular problem. Number two, step two, interest. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you've piqued their interest, right? They're aware of you. And now they need to know that you provide a product or a service that really does solve that pressing problem that they have right now. So they perform their due diligence of you and your product at this stage. They'll most likely search for similar products or services. They'll check out other people's reviews, other user experiences, and ultimately they're going to decide whether or not you're the best solution for them. And how are you differentiating your services and products from your competitors? How are your costs compared to others in your field? You really need to make yourself very much aware of all of the other options available to your potential clients. You really want to take those steps to concisely answer all of those questions. And that will help them decide to hire you or to purchase your product instead of anyone else's. And it's really within your power as a service or product provider to anticipate those questions that your ideal client is going to have and decide whether or not to purchase from you. And your overall goal here is really to make their decision to buy from you as simple as possible. You want to communicate how you solve their problem better than anyone else, and that this is the exact reason why they should choose to work with you today. Step 3 is that decision process. So great, your prospective client has decided that, yes, they're ready. They want your business to solve their problem. And this is when they'll actively consider which of your products or your services really best suit their current level of commitment. So this is when they're going to look at things like pricing, packages, and what choices you offer between the services that you provide. And this is crucial because when it comes to any type of decision making, you need to be super clear. So this is where unclear descriptions of services, overcomplicated terms, site errors, and pushy sales tactics really will trip up their decision super, super quickly. Gut feelings and intuition are, about the ease or the difficulty of buying a product or service from you. And it really reflects directly upon the product or service itself. So you want to ensure that that buying process is as seamless as possible. You want to get out of your client's way and help them purchase what they've decided that they want from you without any hangups at all. Step 4 is action. Yeah, this is probably my favorite one, right? So your potential client, they're cruising through your sales funnel and they're heading for that finish line. And all they really have to do to hit, to bust through is to hit that final button and complete the sale, right? So things come up that have nothing to do with you, right? Or your business or how well you've pitched yourself. There's things that pop up for clients, emergencies, time crunches, distractions, interruptions, right? All of those things that can keep them from committing to the sale at the moment. But that's not to say that they wouldn't otherwise say yes to that purchase. And that's where a follow-up campaign comes into place. Follow-ups are a great way to return them back to awareness and to really, reassure them that yes, you and your product or service is exactly what they need to move forward. If you really follow through with that follow-up campaign, it really it helps you with all that work that you've done before to assure them that you are who they want to work with. And so that follow-up campaign can really solidify that. It really reminds them like, I do have this problem and oh my gosh, Jennie follows up with me, she's here, she's ready, and she wants to help me. So make sure that that's part of your funnel. All right, so what did we learn today? Well, you have to tell your audience that you exist, right? You have to. I know a lot of people feel really weird about talking about themselves or marketing, about their business, but you really have to assure your ideal client that you are the best place for them to go to solve their problem. And it really is your responsibility and your privilege to make the path from awareness to action as seamless as possible for those potential clients. So issues, undue barriers, errors, those type of things, you want to make sure that your point of purchase reflects exactly who you are, right? You want that entire process to be very seamless, and you want to curate that experience so that they have an amazing experience from the very beginning of even potentially working with you. And don't forget, sometimes a client is ready to commit, but something else happens. Life happens. They get sidetracked. Make sure that you have a plan in place to recapture them. Follow up. And in the effort that you pour into creating a solid sales funnel, it really will increase your sales because you're curating the customer experience. And a smooth sales funnel assures your potential clients that you have the attention to detail and the expertise that it's just a no-brainer. They know that they're making the right decision with you. And my team here, this is what we do, right? We are all about funnels. Yeah, we set up funnels constantly, and I'm always here to answer any questions that you have. And if you don't have a sales funnel in place, really, it's time. It's time. I have lots of funnels in my own business, and they just constantly bring in new clients all the time. I don't have to think about it. It's on autopilot. It just happens. And I really would love for you to have that in your business as well. It just makes life so much easier and business so much easier. So anytime you want to chat, please schedule a call. You can always do so at jennielyon.com/chat with Jennie, Jennie. And I'd love to talk to you about your funnel. And if you have a funnel that's not converting, well, we fix those too. So please reach out. We'll be happy to audit and fix your funnel. Either way, I hope that you really found this episode helpful. And I thought I would end today with maybe a challenge, right? So I thought that might be fun. If you could choose, let's say, 2 different companies that are either in competition with you or you wish they were your competition, and take a look at their sales funnel. Sit down, pick 2 people, 2 competitors, right? And look through and answer these questions. How are they getting awareness out about their products or services? Where do they direct those clients to learn more about them to purchase their products or services? And then go through the process up to the final point right before purchasing their product or service. Is that process smooth? Is it clear what they're selling? Is it easy to navigate? Or does it get in its own way? It'll really give you some really eye-opening information, and it will help you think of ways that you can improve your own ideal customer's user experience, and you can apply all of that found information to your own funnel. All right, well, I hope you found this episode all about sales funnels helpful, and funnels are really one of the best ways to earn money quickly. And I really feel like if you don't have one in your business, now's the time. So again, if you have any questions, please reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you on another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. See you next time.